Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're doing a tutorial review and swatches of the newest palette from Hipdot, one of the newest because they have two, and this is the Mystic Mauve one. So it says, a pressed pigment palette, be a visionary, create otherworldly looks with wondrously soft mattes, buttery shimmers, and gleaming foils into Mystic Mauves Palette. It is vegan, it is cruelty free. If you guys know who Hipdot is, you guys know that they're paraben free, they're talc free, they're mineral oil free, they're phthalate free. Like, this company is perfect for people who have like really sensitive eyes. You know, if you can't really do a lot of harsh chemicals that are normally in other, you know, palettes, then you should give Hipdot a try. Hipdot, to me, honestly, quality wise is pretty much at, I want to say, at a more higher level than what you would consider ColourPop, and their Pure Cosmetics would be a good example. They're Pure Cosmetics, but like, I've heard that Pure Cosmetics is lacking in pigmentation. At least people have told me, and they actually never lack pigmentation. I've never had any problems with pigmentation with them. So I want to say they remind me so much of BH Cosmetics because they're affordable in a way, you know. If you don't consider $30, $36, $26, $22, you know, if that's not expensive to you, because that, honestly, that's not expensive to me. Expensive to me is $65 for Natasha Denona palette. $129 for one of her most expensive ones. Pat McGrath, super expensive. Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah, I don't have their palettes. I don't have a Pat McGrath or a Charlotte because, yeah. I think the most I've ever paid for a palette is $60, $65. That's the most. Natasha Denona is the most expensive palette that I can honestly say I owned. Right up there with Too Faced, because no way. Just no way. I would not pay $129 for no palette. Like, at least if you guys saw one, it's because you would know I got it in PR. And everything else in here is free. I mean, everything that you see here on this channel, I paid for. Well, my husband paid for it, but still, it's paid for within this household. Nothing is PR. I don't get PR. I think PR is pretty much for people who have like a large following. And as you guys can see my numbers, I don't have a huge following yet. So, no PR right here. So, yeah, this is the palette, you guys. I honestly love the design of it. It's this pink and white, and it has these roses, and it has a moon and stars right here. They have a snake right here, a sun, this thing that looks like a moth. I'm pretty sure that's a moth. And then they have these little clouds and a foiled rabbit. I don't know. I just love what they did with this. Is honestly, it comes like this, but the packaging, the original packaging, this, because it's like a little slider, it looks exactly like it. See, it just slides into this. The thing is, the only difference is the back, right? When you look at the back, the palette has nothing on here. And then the packaging does have the same thing this has, but it has all the ingredients, and then it has all of the colors that are in this palette, right? The names and what they look like. So, and then of course when you open her up, she does have a little plastic thing that I have since removed. She has this cute little mirror, which is perfect. It covers your whole entire face. You can see it in your face in there. And these are the colors, tones in here. Now, I want to say you have like 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes. This is a matte with glitter. And then this is a shimmer, this is a shimmer, that's a shimmer, and this is a foiled. This is, I think that's what they said. They said it's called a gleaming foil. So that one, to me, reminds me so much of, like, maybe you would say a shimmer with foil in it, like gold foil. It's very delicate. It's very pretty, honestly, but the way it's, like, chunky, and I feel like I didn't use that today because I was like, if I use that and it falls on my cheek and it turns into this huge disease across my cheek, I was gonna be pretty bummed out by that whole situation. I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it safe and I'm gonna stay away from there. But I don't even know if you guys can see, all of these have little design indentations inside of the shadows themselves, and it's such a bummer because, like, that's a rose, like a small closed rose that hasn't opened up. This one is a huge rose that has opened up. This one has a sun. That's a little bunny with little like 3 little stars around him. This was originally that little thing right here that you see, the little logo for Hipdot. That was originally right here. And you can't even see him anymore because when I was using it on my eye, of course, it's going to go away. So now it's gone. This one has a little ring, like a little key to my heart, so to speak, you know. This has like little clouds and you can't even see the clouds in there. Like, I thought it was like a poop in there. I was like, what the heck is that? Is that poop? No, it's like a little cloud. They have a little cloud in here in the front. You can see right here, there's a little cloud. And then this is the moon and 2 stars. And this one is like 2 little flowers plus 2 little stars. Now, I want to tell you guys that when I first saw this, it reminded me so much of there's these 2 palettes from Sydney Grace. And I'm not 100% sure what they're called, but they're like similar vibe where one is meant for lighter tone, warmer tones, like for fall, like, which is this one, right? This is the Mystic Mauve. So this is like a lighter version of that. And then you have the witchy one, that's the one I'm going to do a review on next. That one is more deeper tones. And I was like, it's like they're almost trying to do the same vibe. Like, maybe a lighter for like lighter skinned people, and then maybe a darker to fit people who are tan and darker. I don't know. That's the kind of vibe that I got from that. And I was like, maybe they're doing that. Maybe they're not. You know, it just gave me that vibe. I don't know. I want to tell you guys that this whole aesthetic of this, I was like, I think I could totally use this for like a multi-purpose all over face look, right? So I use Supernatural, and I didn't mention this in the tutorial, but I use Supernatural as a blush. I don't even know if you guys could tell, but I used her as a blush. And then, because I wanted to like use everything, I use Spirit right here, which is the same color I use as my inner corner highlight. I used him as a highlight. Like, I put him right here and right here, and I don't even know if you guys could see, but it's so cute that I was able to use that like multi-purpose. Use it for everything. We're doing everything with this palette, you know? I don't know. I thought that was cool. I was like, oh, you can use it for everything, you know? I probably wouldn't recommend that you use Supernatural unless you're my color or a little bit darker, because she is pigmented. She doesn't look a lot like on me because I kind of patted her down a little bit, but I'm telling you, she shows. She does not come to play. I think for someone of like a darker skin tone, you know, if you're like a chocolate skin tone, I think that one as a blush would look so beautiful on you, because she showed up super pigmented on me. So I know on someone darker, she will totally work, you know? Even that one as a blush on someone darker. Like if you're really, really chocolate skin tone, that Muse color would look so perfect on you. Dusk, I'm not 100% sure about Dusk because she's kind of like a mauve. I'm pretty sure on someone darker, she would look good as a blush. But on someone like me, maybe no, because I kind of get the feeling like she might make me look like a zombie, like I'm sort of dead. You know, it might be like clashes with my skin tone a little bit, but I just think it's cute. How about Dreamcatcher? Tell me you couldn't see yourself using Dreamcatcher as a blush, right? She's like a pink. I used her as a transition shade. Look how she looks up on there. As a blush, dude, she would work. So let's get started with the swatches before people start killing me, because I ain't trying to die today. We're going to start with Dawn right here. She is a matte vanilla. And you guys already know how I feel about the first, you know, the colors, the real colors here. But that is one swatch. This is 2 right here. The pigment's there, you guys. Then next you have Dreamcatcher, which is my transition shade I used today. Just look. Tell me you couldn't use that as a blush, you guys. That is a rose tone pink. Like, you could totally use it. And then we have Vision, which is this buttery smooth metallic bronze color. Like, oof. Dude, that is such a beautiful color. I don't know, when I saw these online, I was like, wow, Hipdot did it this time. I think it's awesome that they're getting out of their, like, comfort zone. This entire time, I've always known them to just create palettes, just regular palettes. And it's always, like, weird themes. Like, like the Zion's all burgundy and Sonata's all blue and green. And all of a sudden, they're, like, getting out of their comfort zone. I see them, like, branching out, trying to appeal, not to just crazy colored people like me, but, like, neutral people. You know, this goes for neutral-based girls, you know, and boys and everybody. Like, we had an aliens in here. This could appeal to any neutral basic person who just likes neutrals. That's it. And then in the next row you have Spirit, which is that highlighting shade that I told you guys I used. I used it as my inner corner highlight. I used it as a highlighter. She's very pretty. She's a blinding highlight. I could totally do another swatch for you guys because she is actually more pigmented than that first swatch. Look. She is a blinding highlight. And then you have Third Eye, which is this burgundy rose shimmer. Very pretty. I like her. And then we have Muse. Muse is a burgundy matte. And oh god, look at, I used her right here, you guys. She is such a beautiful color. And then in the next row we have Moondusk, and Moondusk is that foiled shimmer that I told you guys about. She is super pretty, but I was just really worried that when you apply her, she'll flake off and she'll be one of those shimmers that it'll just like spread, right? But if you're the type of person that does their eyes first, you will have absolutely no problems with her. I'm just saying, as someone as like me, who savage applies everything before and does her eyes last, that's when you'll have a problem with her, because I feel like once you apply her, look at, like, oh, I don't even know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna apply it on my hand right here, look, because it just looks like one of those type of ones that if you put it right there, it's just gonna spread and it's just gonna look like, ooh, you're just gonna be shining from one end of the street to the other, like. And it is. And I wiped this part off and she just spread. She doubles as a body shimmer. My god, no, you guys, it spreads like a disease. I'm not kidding. That's why I said I didn't want to use her today. But like I said, eyes first, everything else later, and you will have absolutely no problems. It's just people like me. You've been warned. And then the one, next to that, we have Dusk, and which is a mauve. This is just a straight up matte mauve. Very pretty. As a transition shade, perfect. She works totally for someone of my skin tone. A little bit darker. I'm pretty sure that color right there would work for anyone. And then lastly, we have Supernatural, which is the color that I used for my blush. Can you guys believe that? That's a blush? Like, I have it on. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you know what? I could totally use a blush from here. I don't know what that guy was thinking. But she showed up so pigmented, and I was like, ooh. Girl, like, let me pat you down real quick. Let me dim you down a little. Look, we need to be muted. Muted. You just want to kiss the cheek. Kiss the cheek. You don't want to slap it. So that's pretty much it for the swatches, you guys. Don't forget that there will be a Spanish version to this. So always the English ones first and then the Spanish ones. If you guys are interested in the other one, which is, I believe it's called Witchy Warms, that one will be, I will be doing a tutorial review and everything after this one. So I'm going to try to see if I can do it today. But if I don't do it today, you guys are going to see it more likely tomorrow. I mean, by the time you see this, right, you're going to see the other one tomorrow, and then you'll see the other one after that. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll do the other one next. That one is so beautiful. That one looks like warm browns and oranges. So beautiful. So, yeah, you guys, if you want to see how I created this look today, just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so for my first color, I went in with this color called Dreamcatcher. It is a very, like, deep pink rose color, I mean. And that was my transition shade that I used. So that's what you guys are going to see me do. So for my next color, I went in with this color called Third Eye right here in the middle. And it is like this deep burgundy frost color, I want to call it like that. It's a shimmer. It's very pretty. I put it all over my lid and I used my fingers, so that's what I'm going to do. So for my next color, I went in with this color called Muse right here. It is like this super dark burgundy brown, like a brown. It's like a reddish brown. And I applied that right here in this corner about halfway across on the bottom, and I don't even think you can see it. It barely looks like I even have it. I just probably maybe went this much across the way. I didn't go like completely, so it does, you can obviously tell I didn't go all the way across, but that's what I did, you guys. It's a very pretty color. I actually am really bummed out because, like always, like a lot of companies, they're putting little images on there, and just like by using this one right here that I used right now, it's completely gone. It had a little M, actually it had an H for Hipdot, and it had this little design, and now it's like completely gone. And for this one, I tried to stay within that little crevice because I didn't want to mess up. It has like a little magical key indentation on it. I don't even think you guys can see it, but every single thing in here has a little thing. Even the one I use as a transition shade has a rose, and it reminds me so much of the Beauty and the Beast rose. Like, I don't know, I just felt so bummed out. I was like, why did you have to put images? Now that it's there, it's going to get all messed up, and now by the time I do the swatches, there's not going to be any images left on here. Yeah, but you guys, that's what I did. I used that color that's called Muse, and you guys are going to see me pat it right here, halfway across on the bottom, and then a little bit across on my eye. Okay, you guys, so the same color that I used for my transition shade, which was this matte with glitter. It has like glittery shimmer in there. This one, I used it right here. I just went over that little spot that you see right here, and I sort of like blended it into that dark maroon brown. So yeah, it was pretty simple. I didn't want to choose anything else because I didn't want to mess with the look and have everything like the colors clash together. But I could have easily have went in with this color, for instance, or this color. It probably wouldn't have made a difference. I actually really did want to use this one right here in the corner, but I was worried that one looks like a khaki brown, and I thought that maybe it would clash with the whole look. So I didn't do it. I just decided to play safe, and I just stayed like right there. But that's what you guys are going to see me do. So for my inner corner highlight, you guys, I went in with this color called Spirit right here. This one has a little bunny and has little stars, you guys. It is super freaking cute. And I just like literally dipped my finger right here in this corner because I didn't want to mess with the image. And I'm like, dude, it's not going to make a difference. Right now when I do the swatches, I'm going to mess it all up. I did originally try to like think about using Moondusk, but I just thought Moondusk looked a little flaky. The formula is super, it looks like a super shock shadow. I don't know, I didn't like that formula. I decided just to go in with Spirit, and Spirit did a really good job, so that's all I really care about. That's what you guys are going to see me do. I'm going to apply it with my finger. Yeah, you guys, so that's pretty much it for this eye. Let me just go put on some mascara. And then for my waterline, I use the, that's my eyeliner. I use the cream gel liner from ColourPop. This one is the Sunnyvale. This is the dark brown that came with the Sunflower collection. That's what I use for my waterline. And then I just used, yeah, apparently I don't have mascara here. I don't know. It's from Pure Cosmetics, I believe, though. I don't know, just some random mascara. It's not exactly the love of my life. Either that or my daughter took it. I don't know what to tell you guys. But I'll go do that, and I'll be right back to give you guys a close-up. So this is the final look today. Hopefully you guys like it. I really love mauvey tones. You guys know this by now. Like, I live for these type of colors. And I feel like this palette has such great quality in it. There's pretty much only one color that I'm iffy about. Pretty much everything else I'm fine with. So let me back you guys out and give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, I'm back, and I just have to say, like, the whole design of this thing is flipping beautiful. Like, I love Hipdot, and when I saw them come out with this, y'all already know, like, if you guys have seen my channel, you guys know my love for Hipdot, and when I saw them coming out like this, I ran that same day I saw them. Like, I don't even know if it was Trend Mood or it was them, but I saw somebody posted on Instagram. and I ran over there. They were only and like basically promoting one of those palettes, but I went to check the website to make sure it was just that and it was nothing else. I scooped up both palettes that same day because I just love them. Look at this design, you guys. Like, tell me it's not beautiful. It has roses right here, and then it has, see, this is the little design that was on that one in the middle that I said that it erased. It was right here in this one. And they have little bunnies, and this is like a sun. This is a snake. I think that's a moth right there. That's what it looks like. I don't know. It's so cute. Mystic Mauves is called. Like, come on, Mauves. If you watch them for a while, you guys know Mauves is my freaking thing. I want to be buried in mauves, and if I could get remarried one day, I want my wedding dress to be a mauve color. I don't know. I just love that color. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm going to leave, you know, the rest of my thoughts for the beginning of the video. So I'm going to leave this right here. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.